rare opportunity for Sunday recording? I'll take it. I'm around the wheel and you're watching MobiLems, and we continue our journey through the brouhaha rating. Which one of these is MobiLems? It's probably the one that says MobiLems. It takes time to build is the level we're on. It looks like we're about halfway through, maybe a little less than. This looks like maybe level 13 or 14. Which one is it going to be, as this takes forever to load? It takes time to load. Level 14. 40 lemmings, got to save 87%. What is that, roughly? 90% would be 36, so I can kill maybe 5 lemmings. Okay. 4 minutes. 4 minutes to sort out all this brouhaha. Build. Build is the instruction that we are given. And it's one of those ever so devastating hell levels. 2 entrances, it looks like. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens if it ever lets me click on this. Okay, so we got down here, we've got this, 5, 5, and 5. Only 5 builders, 5 bashers, and 5 diggers. I like the little erasure right here so they can walk up the steel using one of those hell stalactites as an erase point. Lemmings does have a lot of cool, like, things you can do with the terrain where you can lap it over each other and even use it as, like, you can use the silhouette of it to erase terrain and be like you can put it on top of other parts to make them look different than they otherwise would. It's hard to explain, but it's very cool how it works. Let's see what I need to do here. Okay, so let's see. I'm thinking 4 bridges to here. I'm thinking, how do I turn a guy around though? Um That is a good question. How would I turn a guy around? I would think I would have to, like, build into this and maybe come down from here. But then how would they get across the way here? It would have to be build from where? No music started up yet. We're almost 2 minutes in because I'm thinking very hard about how I want to do this. I would think you would have to, given the way that things are, you would have to build. Let's just do, like, a quick test. Let's open it up. Okay, let's see. Let's open it up to further scrutiny. Let's not worry about them for now. Let's figure out how to get a guy turn around. Uh, hmm. Because you gotta. Wait, what's at the end here? There looks like something extra at the end here, like a little pic. No, it's just part of the. I thought there was something maybe trappy hidden in there, but it's just that little white pixel there. Maybe can't even see it at the resolution I'm looking at. But where do I go but to my lord? We can't really bring anybody over here to hem them in. How do we hem people in, I guess, is the question of the day. Okay, we've got 50 release rate going. Let's see if I can get a guy turn around here. How many builders does it take, basically, to get this to work off? Okay, something is really like weird and loady here with the way it's, like, there's a lot of lag in the assignment of tasks. It must be the old toaster with wires again. I don't see how I'm going to turn a guy around right here, except I should use a basher and a digger somehow in concert with each other. I don't understand how that's going to work. No climbers, nothing like that. Just straight up building, bashing, and digging. How do I get them from here? Because this looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. How would I accomplish that kind of building, though, with no way to get anyone around to where I need them to get? This one is going to take some, like, drawing board thinking. Okay, I'm like 100% sure this is a stalling level, but I haven't been able to figure out exactly how to stall, but I'm going to try something. First, I'm going to dig through here. This is how I get a guy turning around. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just bash down here. Somebody's going to turn around eventually. We're going to get these guys digging at a point, but it's going to be kind of a far away point. In fact, he can probably start building before they need to dig. Excellent, perfect. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to bash. Or we're going to, rather, dig. He's going to be building. Let's see. We're going to try to multitask here. I don't know that I can stop that guy from digging, but I can certainly get a guy going to the... Let's see. It's tough to figure out how to make these guys, like, turn around. Like, I don't entirely get, like, maybe I can make him dig, the walker. Then I can, but then if I bash to the left, with him, yeah, the digger's just going to keep on going. Okay, so that like worries me. That's what I've got to figure out. I got to figure out how to get. This is going to take 5 bridges, obviously, and nobody is following the basher. What I want is to somehow be able to turn everybody around, so that the digger is able to stop, but also, this is ugly because I need all 5 of my builders to span this gap. But I kind of want to make him bash all the way to here, then dig down, and then somehow turn around and build all the way to or bash all the way this way. And then when they come out, they're, basically what happens is they're on top of they come around like this, they go ziggy zaggy loopy, and then they drop out on top of this thing and they walk to the exit. That's the only. I've got to make a 5 bridge ramp. That is the. Okay, that's the only like real way here. And no matter how much I bash to the left, no matter how much I do this, that digger is going to keep going. I can't really keep them from turning around. So how do I turn people around? How do I stall them? There is going to need to be some off-camera sciencing, I think, while I figure this one out. Okay, I think I've got it. I want to take the top guy here. Okay, I'm going to take this first guy. Well, actually, I'm going to start this business first. When to dig with him. Probably now is a good time. And then I'm going to have him bash. He's going to go ahead and bash, and a guy is going to turn around. Yes, he's going to be our builder. I think that's going to do it. I think he's going to be our builder. Only one guy should turn around in the ensuing bashing chaos here. So now I'm going to have my digger bash to the right. And we're just going to take a guy. We're going to take a guy eventually. They can go ahead and bash for now, but we're going to have kind of a loop-de-loop turnaround tunnel going here. I can concentrate on him for the time being, and that's fine. I just need him to not, like, walk off into the abyss. But at some point, I need to take a guy going to the left. Not very far to the left. Maybe we can wait a little bit more. As soon as he bounces off the wall. Okay, as soon as somebody... Okay, that guy. That guy is perfect. He's a perfect candidate. We're going to have him dig so that he is facing left. And now he is going to dig a little bit. And now I need to be assured that people... Oh, that's bad, though. That's bad. I don't need people following him off into Crazy Town. That's... I was not hoping for that. Maybe I should do this sooner, but... This is kind of the idea I had in mind. Is to go ahead and bash to the... Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 guys dead now. That's 90%, and I was able to save 87%. This may still be salvageable if I'm a little more careful than I have been. I need to single out my digger. I'm just getting a bunch of walkers right now. Where is the digger? Why can't I get... There we go. I was going to say, why can't I get a read on the digger? That's what's frustrating right now. Okay, and now I'm going to concentrate on the builder a little bit more. Get him building at least one bridge. Okay, there we go. So now... Okay, so now I want to dig at a point. I want to dig at a point where I can be sure that nobody will follow the basher into the abyss, into the fire patch there. Okay, he's going to be the only one who dies that way. So I think I can handle this now. I think I can. Okay. So now I need to be ultra. Now I'm really losing the thread. I can't find the digger at all, and that's really bad. Oh, that is super not good. We got walkers going this way. How come I can't push like the down arrow to make... Oh, this is not what I wanted at all whatsoever. I need somebody to bash, but now I've killed too many people. This is not what I wanted. There is like no way to get a read on the digger, and that is exactly what I didn't want, because I can bash right now, right here. I can bash to the right, but it's going to be a walker bashing to the right because that's who I'm concentrating on. And that is most assuredly not bueno. I can get walkers 2 through 11 all that I want. See, because I go now. Yeah, I just got a guy bashing the left. I didn't even bother to point right. This would be the general thrust of it, though, to have them going to a point where I could, like, bash out to the right and they go onto this bridge. I think that's basically it. It just looks like it needs better execution. Better than what I did here. And I think I can even potentially kill fewer lemmings, but we're going to have to be... Yeah, like, I hadn't even bashed yet, so I can really shorten and tighten up these tunnels, I think, and be fine. But not at the moment. I think we got about half our lemmings out. We'll do this again more or less the same way, and I will... Oh, 47%. Like, I didn't even save half that time. You can save half just by letting them walk to the exit, and I didn't even manage that. But this is manageable, I think, the way I'm doing it. Just going to have to do it a little tighter. Work smarter, not harder, as I always say. Okay, I had to use an extra basher, but I think that's more or less it. I had to use an extra basher so I could distract a few lemmings away and actually track down the digger, but I think I've made the space necessary to be able to do it, and nobody is going to hit the fire. They might brush against the flames, but nobody is actually going to die today. And I don't think I killed too many lemmings in the process either. That is... Ooh, gosh, that was tricky. That was hard to do. Oh, man, was that ever hard to do? That was something else entirely. A very hard level, actually, believe it or not. I feel like I only solved it through, like, real grit and actually a little bit of luck. 90%. Yeah, that's about what I thought I would save. I kept pretty close track of the lemmings that I had killed, and it came out to 4, so I figured I was fine. But yeah, that one was really just kind of very staggering. Not something I'm used to, and maybe it's a peek ahead at what's the other one? Heinous. That's the difficulty rating we got coming up later. But haven't really felt like there's been anything of that nature in Brouhaha yet. However, we are at the halfway point, so it might be time to start considering that we are easing ourselves into new difficulty, more adventures. Lemmings in motion. Lemmings are always in motion, so it doesn't really seem like you need to title a level Lemmings in motion. It's understood that lemmings will always be in motion no matter what you do, unless you make them into a blocker. 20 lemmings, 95% to be saved, means I can only kill one, and I got 2 minutes to get them from here to here. That's quite a leap. The minimap doesn't really reveal any... I guess we'll just have to wait and see. How are we going to all get over that wall, though? There's only 20 lemmings, though, and 10 climbers. That usually makes me... I usually feel like levels that involve a lot of climbers, when you have a number like 20, and then you see that you end up with 10 climbers, it somehow feels imminently solvable after that point. Let's see what we can put together, though, here. There's one blocker. I feel like that's going to be our guy. Although, maybe not. Maybe not. Perhaps if we... Lemmings in motion. What kind of motion? Are we going to have to bash through? Okay, let's send a guy... No floaters. Ugh, that's ugly. Because I can't just send a guy up that way. That is no good. Let's just figure it out. Figure it out, man. Figure it out on your own. Let's just try some ugly, sloppy stuff first. Who comes out first? Have a feeling the guy that... Okay, who is going to be... let's have a guy turn around real quick. Okay, let's have... Okay, two bridges. I only have 2 bridges. I'm definitely going to need one to get across here. So I'm going to have to do some kind of fancy trickery, I think. Digging and... Digging and humming. A lot of humming going on. Okay, let's go ahead and bash through the edge here. I'm pretty sure he's going to go curse splat. That's a pretty long fall. Yes, that is a pretty long fall for any lemming to have to make. I do not envy the lemming who has to make a fall like that. So I'm pretty sure our blocker goes over here. That's one thing I'm pretty sure of at the moment. Let's maybe go These pillars look weird. Why are they here? Are these an important part of something that I need to know? Let's go. I can make a climber go over this way, and then only 2 minutes though. That's a long time to have to bash through like a wall like that. I don't. 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 Oh boy, how am I gonna parcel this out is the thing. How am I gonna get a guy down here? You definitely have to have a guy ahead of the curve to build, and I can only kill one lemming though. What needs to be done? Bash through the wall. What's up with the arrows right here? That's two sets of arrows right here. Is there a point where I need to dig like up here? And then what? Then what? Then what indeed? It's a mystery to me. The game commences. Except it does not commence because I'm like totally stuck right here. What is going on? Why did I have the 10 why do I have the 10 climbers? Why do I have anything? What is the meaning of all of this? This seems very like this is the only part I have figured out right here is this blocker. How do I get someone working across the way? Like I can't dig and then take my I can't dig and then bash to end it. I can't. It's going to take 2 bridges to get across here. That's what I need to know. I need 2 bridges. This is a definite 2-bridge pit. 2 bridges. 1 basher, 1 digger, 10 climbers. How is it done? That's what we're sitting here trying to figure out today. Will I figure it out today? Well, of course I will, because we try to do 2 levels in one day, and that's generally a pretty good way to work things out. But I want someone on the other side of this wall early, but there's no floaters. That is what is frustrating me currently. Okay, I think I just solved this purely by accident, and it's pretty freaking cool the way it worked out. This guy, yes, he is indeed the blocker. This guy's going to turn around. He's going to go ahead and dig right here. We're going to meet at right angles. This guy is going to be a climber. The next one after him is not, for reasons that you will soon see. This first guy, we're going to have him bash. Okay, this guy, we need to remember, he is not a climber. This guy, he needs to dig. Okay, yes, this guy's the one turning around. Let's go ahead and make him a climber now so we don't forget about it. And we're going to dig at the very edge here. This is going to give him enough space. Now we have time to assign climbers for a while. This is going to give him enough space that he can go. He can move on ahead. Yes, see, he falls without splattering. So now he has time, or nominally should, to build from right here. Okay, so now we are just going to assign climbers until we run out of people coming out of that hatch. Okay, I think that's it. 20 are out, so we don't need to worry about it anymore. Here is where the coolness of the everything comes into play. So now we're going to build, and this is where it all meets up in one glorious segment. Here we go. He bashes underneath the digger has nothing to dig out, and the basher finishes at the end of his wall. A perfect right angle, everyone walks out, everyone is safe, everyone is secure. I love levels like that. Man, I just love Lemmings levels. I always say, oh, I love levels like that. But in the end, the thing I really have in common, all those levels that I say that about have in common, is that they're Lemmings levels. I just love Lemmings. I love it when a machine comes together. It's, all the cogs in the machine doing the thing they need to do. 95%. There we go. It's freaking great. Oh, it's marvelous. I just love some of the things Bronco has done here. They're not necessarily the hardest things in the world to figure out, but when they come together, they come together and it's beautiful. I'll say that word and I mean it in every possible sense. It's beautiful. It's great. Every day that we play MobiLems, just more and more greatness coming out all the time. It is so good. Man, I'm loving just keeping on keeping on. I'll see you guys next time on level 16. We are officially halfway through now. It's a bit of plugging along at this point because, levels are getting harder, the pace slows down, but just even in those 2 levels, at least one of them is always a nugget. Expect more greatness in the levels ahead because this game is definitely heading that way. Phew! Oh god, living next to a field, giving me the allergies.